Hello and welcome back to Pantheon of the Geeks. Today we're playing Star Wars Legion.
Yay!
So this is the first time we've played this on the channel, so what we'll do, we'll probably just go through the rules a little bit as we're playing it. Just for any of you guys who haven't played it before, so you can see how it works basically. So, in front of us we also have the cool TT Combat buildings, which I have painted up these ones. I'm quite happy with how they've turned out, really happy actually, with how these guys have turned out. And obviously all the models I'm going to be playing with today are also painted. The only thing that's not on here from TT Combat is the palace structure, which is still under painting, if you will. But for the purpose of this game, that's fine because we just want a few buildings. Right, so the armies that we've got today. Right, so let's go through what we've actually got. These are 800 point-ish armies. Now they're under 800 points, or 800. I think yours is 800, isn't it?
Mine's Bob on 800, yeah.
So for the Empire, who I will be representing today, we have Lord Vader. Darth Vader is coming in at 200 points, and I've given him Force Reflexes and the Saber Throw. I'm not expecting you to be able to see those cards from up there, but Force Reflexes will give him a 15-point dodge token when he activates that, and Saber Throw actually gives him a ranged attack with his lightsaber, which is half of the damage. Oh, good idea. Which is half of the damage of his melee attack, and it's pretty brutal actually for Vader to use Saber Throw. In the games we've played so far, it's been half the time he's done damages from Saber Throw, because he's very, very slow to get into combat. So he's my commander. Then we have some troops. I have 3 squads of stormtroopers. Oh. Who's going to fall over?
He's been in the cantina.
In the cantina. By the way, this is from my 14th Legion of the stormtroopers. I decided to do them in the 14th Legion because that's the end of that sentence. If you're away for any reason, no. So we have 3 units of troops, stormtroopers. Each one of them is armed with a DLT-19 stormtrooper. Each one of them also has concussion grenades, and each one of them has an extra stormtrooper in there. That's a normal stormtrooper squad. They would come in at 44 points. The DLT comes in at 24 points. The extra trooper is 11, and the concussion grenades are 5. And so you see what I'm talking about. I'll give Claire on each of these cards.
There's the DLT.
Not to be confused with the BLT.
No.
The DLT.
That's the extra stormtrooper card. And there we have the stormtrooper card. There you go.
Brilliant. Okay.
Did we show Vader's? I don't think we showed Vader's. Can't leave him out.
Okay, just in case we didn't. I don't think we did actually.
There's Vader's card, in case we left him out.
Which we probably did.
What if I was getting a force choke from him?
Which could happen.
Great.
Then we have the speeder bikes. I've taken these, expect them to crash because I'm useless with them. I am rubbish with speeder bikes. They are coming in at, is it 80, 90 points? That's
90
points.
points. There's these speeder bikes.
Cool. And probably one of my favourite models so far, the ATST.
It's rubbish. No, it's not really.
It dies a lot, but it does do its job usually.
Okay.
I'm arming that with these extra cards, which Claire will read out.
So we have the DW3 concussion grenade launcher. So that's what we're
Which
going
is that one on that side. The small little sort of like rocket launcher on that side. The other weapon's that one.
The 88 twin light blaster cannon, which is this one here.
I can only fire 2 per turn, but they've got different uses, and obviously if one weapon gets destroyed, it's still got 2 weapons on. That's the force. I think it rocked in at 797-ish points.
Something like that.
It was just under 800, so I was happy with that. That's my Imperial forces. The cards, so once you've gathered your forces, just in case anyone doesn't know, you also have these tokens. and each one of these tokens has got a symbol on. That's got a triangle. That is a troops unit.
I'll just show you the triangle. I can find it on mine. There we go, triangle.
Yep, that is the leader, commander one. That's the support one, which will be for the bikes. And that's the heavy one, which will be for the ATST. So you have a token for each of the units in your army, and you'll need them for giving orders, basically.
And they're nicely split up as well, because the backs have the Rebel Alliance and the Smelly Empire over there.
In addition, we've got a deck of cards here, which is our command hand, which is there. We've got 3 Darth Vader cards, and this one.
I'll show you those.
And then we've got the standard set of push, assault, ambush and standing orders.
There's the Darth Vader ones. That one. And then we have this one. There we go. There's your 3 back.
So you'll see how those work as we go along, because that'll decide who goes first and stuff. We'll explain that when it comes up. So those are the forces I will be using. And I can tell you about the rebel forces now.
Okay.
Yeah. You alright?
Yeah, get them off the board. Come on.
Off the board. Alright. Vroom, vroom.
So here we have Luke. So I'll be taking Luke Skywalker. With Luke, I'm taking Jedi Mind Trick and Force Reflexes. So that is Luke's card. Some pretty nifty little manoeuvres on there. We have Jedi Mind Trick and then Force Reflexes. So hopefully those will serve me well. We have 2 ATRTs, and both of them are armed with an ATRT laser cannon. That's that there. And there is the ATRT card. I've got 2 of those. Along with them, we're going to be having a Gatling gun, which I will get the name of.
Z6 Trooper.
That's it.
So I thought it was a C6 gun.
So it's a Z6 Trooper.
Sorry, I went for the American version.
And then the Rebel Troopers card there. That's one set of Rebels. The next set of Rebels has an ion cannon, well, MPL ion trooper, which is this dude here. So, and a little troop to go with him.
And that unit's got. Is that what you? Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. So I'll just show you the ion cannon because the card's the same. The Rebel card is the same. So that's that one. The next one is this little group here, which is full of Duros. This is the Duros Pals unit because I keep them all together.
Duros Pals.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So they have a targeting scopes. They're all armed with that. And then when one of the pals dies, they all kind of like get upset.
Well, they would. They know each other.
Exactly.
Probably brothers.
They probably are. And this is my last Rebels troop. And with this I just have an extra trooper in there. So that is the extra trooper card. Pretty much like the Stormtrooper card. So that's my guys. But I also have one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is, when I can find the card, what is it? Yeah. This is a T-47 Airspeeder. So there's the card for that. And with this I decided to take Wedge, because I had to. That's what he does. I also took the Ground Buzzer, which is the weapon on the back, which is just there. So there we go. So that's my little army. Again,
I think it rocked in it exactly 800 points when you...
It did, yeah. Again, I have all the cards, but instead of the Darth Vader cards, I have Luke Skywalker cards. So we have this card here. We have this one here. And then that one there. So those are my troops. Choices. Yeah.
Cool. Did you show off your command hand?
Yes, I did.
With the Luke Skywalker
Yes.
stuff on? Cool. Return of the Jedi, yeah. To be on the receiving end of that. So, if you've never seen this game before, just quickly, the dice it uses are all dice that come with it. We have these kind of dice here. We have, they're 8-sided ones, one of each of those colours. We've got the weakest, which is white, the medium one, which is black, and the best, which is red. And those are all attack dice. And then we have 2 colours of defence dice, white being the weakest and red being the strongest during the game. So these are specialised dice, and you do really need 2 sets of them to actually play the game, to be honest. So there's the range rule we're going to be using. This is segmented. I haven't glued this together or anything, so I can pull it apart. You can use it with different segments as we go along. That's 2 segments. It says. There we go. That's 1 segment. So that's range 1, range 2, range 3, and range 4. It's also easier to store. Then we have the movement rulers. So 3 different lengths of movement ruler, 1, 2 and 3. So that's what we're going to be using for movement. And we refer to the different kinds, it's just the different length of the ruler. Okay. So there we go.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to discuss?
I think that's it.
Oh. And here we have all the tokens we need. We've got dodge tokens, wound tokens, which we'll get to as we go along.
Wound tokens, dodge and aim tokens, all sorts of different ones, which we will go into.
I think we're ready to start the game. So,
Sorry.
sorry. So when you are playing a random game, that we're going to play, you basically shuffle these 3 decks of cards, then you lay them out, and so each deck will decide on what kind of mission we're going to play. Right. Doesn't really matter which. Doesn't matter which ones are on top and bottom, other than the fact that you've got this little grid reference. So this is deployment zones. On a bigger battlefield, this will be even more important.
Yeah, that one's upside down in the middle.
Yeah, it is, you're right.
There we go.
So we have battle lines, which is just a bit basically straight battle. We have major offensive, which is cut into the table. Now, because we're playing half-size table, half the ranges on these. It's only fair, otherwise Darth Vader would have stood right next to the rebels. And the same with this is corner deployment, but not as deep in, and it's sort of rebels, and empire. Next up, we have the actual mission. What have we got there?
We've got recover the supplies, intercept transmissions, and a breakthrough.
Cool. And then we have the battlefield conditions.
We've got clear conditions, rapid reinforcements in a hostile environment.
Okay, so these are the options for the battle. Now what will happen is, starting with me, I will decide whether I want to remove one of these. At the end of this selection process, we get 2 goes each. We can pass if we want. Whichever cards are on this leftmost side will be the cards that we'll be using for the battle. So, that's that one, is it?
Show these to the camera, actually.
Yeah,
So,
please do.
We've got recover the supplies.
Alright.
We have intercept transmissions. We have breakthrough. And then we have hostile environment.
Right. So because we're partially going to be talking through these anyway.
Yeah. Rapid reinforcements. Yeah. And clear conditions.
Yeah.
There we go.
So from the Imperial perspective, I don't feel there's any advantage to changing these two. However, that gives me a closer deployment here. So the first one I'm going to take off is battle lines.
Okay.
Now you get a chance to remove one if you wish.
I think I'll get rid of recover the supplies.
Ooh.
When I can get hold of it.
Okay. So on our second one, see, clear conditions is fine. I'm not bothered about finding clear conditions. Quite a major offensive. What's the intercept transmission one? That's one where you score points at the end of range 2 and 4, isn't it? It requires us being fast. You know what? We've never done a breakthrough one either.
No, we haven't actually.
So I get rid of that.
Ooh.
Played quite a few games, but that's never come up. Right, so now I've taken those two out. We're definitely playing that. Claire cannot choose to remove that one.
No.
So it's definitely going to be
So that's
breakthroughs
locked
in
in
the issue.
now.
Yeah. But you do get one more chance to remove one of the others. So you can either remove that one and make us play disarray, or you can remove that one and make us play rapid reinforcements. Or you can pass.
I think I might pass actually.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from Imperial's perspective, both of these work for me.
Yeah.
Because either way I'm a bit closer to you with Vader than I would be normally with that one. So I'm happy with that. That's going to be interesting. We've got clear conditions. So, remove the cards we're not using, which are those three to start. That's going to be used. That's going to be used. Those three are gone. So we've got major offensive, so we'll be deploying from the corners. We've got breakthrough and we've got clear conditions. So if you want to show that one to the
yes.
camera. Now there's numbers on there are the range that you deploy in using the long range rule. We're going to half those ranges because this is a half the size board.
Actually, we're probably going to be playing it more like upside down. So
yeah.
your side and I'm at this side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to stop the camera, get the scenery out, and deploy our troops because that's going to be quite a few minutes. And rather than making you sit there and watch us do that, we'll simply come back when we're ready to start turn 1. Okay, so we're back. We have deployed. In the game you get these little corners, which are quite useful for marking deployments on, especially regular ones like this. So we're going to leave these on the board because did we show the breakthrough mission? Literally it's a case of getting your leaders into the opponent's deployment zones. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so our leader is obviously Vader's my leader, or my overall commander, but it's any head of a unit as well. So the Stormtrooper commander, the biker commander, and as far as I'm aware, the actual single units are their own unit leaders as well. So anyone that can get into the opponent's deployment zone by the end of the game. The game lasts 6 turns. This is the turn and initiative counter, if we will. It's not really used as a proper initiative counter because you don't switch sides. The cards that determine who's going first. But in a draw, whoever has the token rolls the dice, which you'll probably see because it normally crops up. So we're ready to go basically. So what we do is we each have these hand of cards there. These cards, I'll show you a couple of them. So standing orders, Claire can put it up.
I will.
Standing orders are one of the basic cards that you get. At the top, there's little dots in the top corner. That is the priority you go in. Whoever has the least dots will be going first. Underneath that is a description of how many units you get to choose a token and put a token next to. You'll see how that works in a moment. So standing orders is a card that can be recycled. So if you use it, you can always use that card no matter what. All the other cards we've got so far are one use. So once you've used them, you've used them. So for instance, Push, which is another basic card, is got 2 little dots at the top, so it's quite a high priority one, and allows you to put 2 units on ready, if you will, to be used. And then Ambush is the best, but it only allows you to activate 1 unit. Assault is 3, and you'll have to activate 3 units. Then you've got the individual cards for each commander, and they do special things as well, which hopefully will tell you as we go along. Right, so turn 1. Basically, we both choose a card and decide how we're going to approach the battle. That card is then put on the table, face down. At the same time, once we've both got cards there, we both reveal them to show what we've got. I've chosen Assault.
I've chosen Standing Orders.
So Claire's gone for the safe Standing Orders option. So Assault is 3 dots, so it actually beats it, which means I have initiative, if you will, this turn. And I can put 3 units on standby.
And I could put 1 unit on standby.
To do that, I choose 3 counters out of here. Now, in this army, there's a heavy, a support, and a leader, and the other 3 are troops. So if I choose the heavy, support, and the leader as my 3 units, and then put my troops into a random stack, they're all troops. In this case, I know that everything that's randomly picked will be the same choice. And just because you pull troops out, you can activate any of your normal troops. So what I do now is I put the 3 that I've chosen for this card face up next to the units that I'm choosing.
I put mine face up as well next to my unit.
So those 3 units I can choose to activate at any point during the turn.
I need to shuffle mine.
I'll put that there, and I'll shuffle these on top of my deck where I would randomly draw them from. Assault's a good one in a small army because generally you can dictate exactly what you want to or activate when you want. So I've got that on turn 1 and I'm ready to go. Have you placed your...
I've placed it on my air speeder.
Air speeder?
Yeah. Try and get that into battle as soon as possible.
So what that will basically mean is you can activate your air speeder whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other things that you activate will be in a random order.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go by starting my activation, and I'm going to choose to activate the speeder bikes. So I can choose them because they've got a card. There. So the speeder bikes. Did we show that to the camera?
Yes, we did.
So they have impact 1, fixed front, cover 1, and speeder 1. So speeder 1 allows them to fly over height 1 terrain. So that's another thing. Every terrain that's on this board is height 1. This is height 1, that's height 1, they're all height 1. Barricades work slightly differently, they're not height 1 terrain. If you've got height 2 terrain, it would mean the speeder bikes couldn't fly over it, they'd fly into it and blow up. The T-47 speeder over there can fly over height 2 terrain.
It can.
So there you go. So the important thing here is we have a compulsory move to make. The compulsory move is made at the normal speed of the vehicle, and it has to move the maximum speed shown. So this is a compulsory move of 3. To move the vehicles, we attach this to the front, and then we simply move the vehicle that direction. Now during that move I could have turned that anywhere I want, so it could have flown into the building, well, I could have flown over the building because it's height 1, so I could have gone across, or I could have gone that way. I've chosen to go straight forward as my compulsory move. I then move this bike anywhere within range 1 of the leader. Okay. Because they're repulsive vehicles, they ignore difficult terrain that barricades cause as well. So now that is my compulsory move. So anything that gets a compulsory move has to do the compulsory move first. So during my turn, on any turn of any model, they get 2 activations. They can move as many times as they want, but all other activations, all the things, they can only do once. Unless they've got some card that says they can do it more than once. So in this case, my speeder bikes are quite far away. I don't want to get them in a bad position yet, because I know they can fly over buildings. I'm going to move them again. So we go to the unit leader, which is the guy without the gun pointing backwards. It's this guy. This is definitely unit leader because the manual says so. Going to move to there. And then my last one is to move again. So I can fly over that next turn. I'm going to move and turn at that point there, which you won't be able to see on the camera. So they're actually facing that way to fly over the building. Gives them a bit of cover as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
So that is their first turn. They are going to put that next to them face down so we know they've been activated. And then it's Claire to move.
Right. I'm going to go. I'm worried about them now.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
They've crashed and are getting blown up in every game.
I'm going to take a random, see what I get. I've got Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, Luke can move 2.
Yep.
So
Luke also has the jump ability.
he does, yeah.
As you can just jump over that barricade if you wanted.
Yeah, it's not in any. Yeah, so he's going to move and jump over to there.
So that's his first activation. His second activation. Oh, he's going to go around, is he?
He could do, but then I'm leaving him wide open to being shot in the face.
Ah, but before you move him, pass my roll back. So before you move him, there.
He can charge, can't he?
Yes, because if you put that right up against his base, when he meets the bike, he will actually be in base contact with the bike, and he can melee.
Let's do that.
So yeah, so the other ability on his card is charge.
Charge, yeah.
So he makes a move and attacks at the end of it.
Mhm.
So see, why did the guys? I put my bikes completely in jeopardy again. This has never happened before though, so this is all new to me.
I could end up losing Luke though.
Well, literally, that was by the skin of his teeth. He actually was in range.
Yes. So Luke gets.
You're not going to lose Luke. That's not going to happen.
Oh, you say
Not
that.
today.
You get 6 black dice. I'll just count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't think we've ever been in melee combat this early.
No, we haven't actually.
First turn for your first action, melee combat.
Yeah. So. Right, we have 1 crit.
Yeah.
And those 2 surges that we've got there.
Yeah.
Those 2 blanks do nothing. I've got a normal hit. But those 2 surges turn into crits.
Right, so for the camera, and for just for the first time, show the camera what a surge is.
Yes, right. Surge. Looks like that.
That's a surge. On the card it'll say something specific. On Luke's card, surges are turned into, attack surges are turned into critical hits.
Yeah.
Critical hit is the one that looks like an outlined explosion there.
That one. That one's a normal hit.
Yeah. So critical hits and normal hits in this situation are exactly the same. Because it's melee combat, there's no cover involved. So the bikes don't get the normal cover save. So they couldn't ignore that normal hit either. So that's 4 hits. However, Luke has another roll called Pierce, is it?
It is, yeah.
Which is PS2 or 3, which is
PS2.
PS2. So 2 of those hits, I've gone straight through the armour and the bike has taken 2 wounds already without me rolling. So there are 2 wounds left to roll for. And I got 2 surges. The bike does have a defensive surge, surprisingly, which is there.
No.
So by the skin of his teeth, the biker has survived. They have 3 wounds each, he's taken 2 hits. It'll be on the guy with the gun, because you always apply hits where possible to the non-leader character first. There we go, so I'm because you had 6 hits, I was expecting to lose both bikes.
Mhm.
I was quite surprised though. Right, now another thing to point out is bikes have no melee value. Yeah? And because they're a vehicle, Luke is not technically locked in combat. If you're locked in combat, you're pretty much out of the game until the combat's finished. No one can shoot at you, you can't shoot out. But Luke is not in combat, or locked in combat. So he's actually open to be shot at. Yeah. Which is a consideration when I make my next moves. I do, however, need to move my troops forward as well. The lucky thing for Luke at the moment, because of where he is, the ATST can't actually see him. And that's my big ringer of a shooter. I do feel it does need to move forward though. It's just I don't want to activate it just yet. So I'll take a random, which I know is going to be a troops. And I'm going to activate this unit here. So to move a unit, a bit like Luke on his own, you basically choose the unit leader and you move him. And because I know for my next action I'm going to be moving again to there, I'm just going to move him to there. So he's actually behind the barricading because he's in contact with it. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just move the rest of his unit within that range of him. Just try and put most of them behind cover. As long as the majority of the unit is behind cover, the unit's behind cover. Okay, that is their turn.
Okay. So I'm going to choose another random.
Yeah.
This time I've got troops. So I'm going to move my dudes over here that has the ion cannon in it, the ion gun. I want to get them into some sort of cover. So I'm just going to run that way and get into cover for the next turn.
So they're in base contact with it?
Yeah.
Is that in one go?
That's one go, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could actually shoot, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Might be worth doing that actually.
Do the shooting.
Can they see the AT-ST? They can.
I would say so. I think the range is the question. What's the range?
1 to 3.
Surprisingly no, not in range.
Are they not? Oh,
no.
okay.
The barricade is just in range.
Right.
Even Vader's just out of range.
Right, well I'll just run them up to there then.
So they're definitely in.
So they're definitely in cover and nice and safe and happy.
Well, you could have put them on standby.
I've made me move now.
Made you move. Standby is basically, if you've ever played the old versions of 40k, that's what it's a bit like Overwatch. You wait until an enemy moves into a 1 to 2 range and then you can activate by either moving or shooting. Okay, me again, is it?
It is.
I shall activate another random, which is obviously going to be another troops in this case. It's going to be this unit. I'll be doing something similar. This guy's going to be going behind this building now, right up against the building. On this side of the building and on that side there's a ladder. Those are the quickest way up the sides of this building. So let's move the rest of the guys around. Did you again?
Right.
My first turn's all around me.
So I've got a troops because I've chosen another random. So I'm going to get my Gatling gun troops moved, I think. This way. Oh, he's gone with his. Yeah, he's decided to. He wants to go as well. Will you stop it, you silly prune? He's going to go to there as well. Now you can move. Flipping heck, mate.
It's the race for the centre now.
I know you're keen, but I mean, he's obviously a bit too keen, that dude.
He is. Okay, I think it's time to activate something a bit more serious. I'm going to activate the ATST.
The This is where I nibble my nails and go, bye bye, rebels.
I don't know where to just aim and shoot. But I know he's out of range, so. Can you see them?
You probably could. There's a little bit of. There's a sliver that you could see.
See, I want to march forward a bit, to be honest. But I want to stay where I am. So I'm going to take this turn as an opportunity to do that. I'm going to do it now. So because I can't actually fit that into place, I'm just going to hold that with that. Here's the battlefield. For my second turn, I will be shooting. And I'm going to pick on those guys as well.
Bully.
Okie
dokie.
Let's pick on those guys. I should pick on the Duros gang.
Oh.
I wonder, should I pick on the Duros gang? They're just out of range. Look at you. And just so you know, you can measure range anytime you want during the game. There's no restriction on not being able to measure. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to shoot those guys.
Okay.
I know you moved them already, but yeah, they're in range and all that. Just to check. My weapons are range 1 to 3 I'll be using. They're in range as well, aren't they? No, I'm going to kill them. They got the iron gun. I need to kill them first. The iron gun's a bit of a threat to my ATST, so hopefully I can obliterate that unit.
Yeah, the iron gun can stop vehicles from moving, basically. If it gets hit with an iron gun, it lessens its movement.
Yeah. So as I said, this has got 3 weapons. I'm going to fire the main cannons first, and then I'll decide which next weapon I want to fire. The main cannons are range 1 to 4, because I misread it. It's the light cannon that's on the side that's range 1 to 3. So yeah, I could have shot the Duros before I moved. But I've moved now. It's fine. The main cannon is 1 to 4. It's got 2 of each coloured dice. And it does impact 3, which has no effect on this. And it's fixed front, which means I can only fire in the front arc, which they're in. Okay. These, if the roll here is on the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's surge, those are 2 crits, that's a hit and that's a surge. Surges do nothing offensively.
Right.
So that's disappointing. So those 3 are gone, they're out of it. You're behind cover, which means you can ignore 2 hits. There's only 1 actual hit.
So, yeah, so the other 2 are crits.
The other 2 are crits, which means cover cannot stop them.
One's been saved, one's been shot.
Which is still very lucky considering that like that.
Yeah. So that went on there.
First blood.
Yeah, well done.
That guy's his first scratch.
Yeah.
That's first blood. Right, so do I go with the concussion grenades?
No, I think you leave it there.
Who are in range? And we'll ignore the cover. Or do I go for the other cannon? Which is 3 dice, but doesn't ignore the cover. I think it's got to be the concussion grenades, to be honest.
Okay.
Because the best I could, well, I'd have to roll crits. So there was 2 white dice that rolled a crit, so wasn't it? Right. So they just have to be normal hits to get through the cover. Because if this, the concussion cannon ignores cover. So 1 save.
1 save?
Yeah.
Nope. Another one dead.
Okay. So they take a suppression token.
Which is here. That is a suppression token. Put that on there.
Because it's been shot at.
Yep.
I'm taking 2 wounds. Okay.
Right. This is me.
Did you...
Right, now big thing's gone. My big thing's going to go.
Yeah.
I've been waiting and holding off to see what you did with that before I flew this in. So the airspeeder's going to fly out So this also has to make a compulsory move, which is very similar to the bikes.
Of 3.
So it's going to get it to about there.
Yep.
About there-ish.
Or what you would have done in that case, just move the other troop back a bit.
Yeah.
So it could fit in before it got to the barricade. But that's fine, we'll go with that.
And then it's going to still straight into it, pretty straight. I'm going to fly to here.
So that's your first actual action.
My second action is to shoot at the ATST. So I get 3 red dice and 3 black dice.
It's
Shooting its big guns.
also got ground blood, hasn't it, at the back?
It has at the back, yeah. So we have...
Right, so the ATST is classed as armour, so you have to do crits to hit it. Right, so you've done no crits. However, your weapons do impact, don't they? What's the impact value?
Impact is 3, so 3 of those will become crits.
Yeah, 3 of those hits have now become crits. So you've hit it 3 times. 1 of which is blocked, 2 of which is got through, and damaged it twice. For reference, it has 11 wounds. It's now down to 9. Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
It is. Okay, I'm going to activate Lord Vader.
Yay, Vader.
I'll switch between calling him Lord Vader and Darth Vader during the game, simply because it means the same thing. His first move is to move in this direction. He's moving over the barricades. Barricades are difficult terrain. If you move over difficult terrain and you're not a repulsive vehicle, you have to move your movement down by 1. So if you're movement 2, you become movement 1. It can never be reduced below 1. So anyone that moves 1 isn't going to be affected by difficult terrain. Vader only moves 1. This is the only time that's an advantage. So I'll put him there. Those 2 are over actually, so I'm not fiddling later on. His second action, he's going to hurl his lightsaber at the speeder. Is that Wedge?
Wedge.
He's hurling his lightsaber at Wedge Antilles. So that would be a melee attack with 6 red dice. Nice. But for hurling a lightsaber, it's 3 because it halves it. And it counts as a ranged attack. So you can obviously throw it. And normally the speeder is immune to melee attack. This isn't any more a melee attack, it's throwing your lightsaber. Luckily for you though, no crits. Because it's still armour.
It is.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's you done?
Yep.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, it's alright.
Sorry, go on.
No.
You right?
It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna troops again. So gonna move my Duros guys to here.
Yep.
So they're in cover. And don't think anything will shoot at them now, so I'll just leave them as they are. Can they? We can't shoot over there, can they? Are they within range?
These guys?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if
Shoots
they
at
might
the
be out.
stormtroopers.
Yeah, they might be out of range actually.
No, they're in range.
Are they?
Yeah.
They'll have a pot shot at some stormtroopers.
Did they move?
They did.
Right, so the second action is to
it's
shoot.
just to shoot.
So you get black dice for each of your rebels.
Yep.
Because they're shooting better than stormtroopers.
So I'll just get all the black dice. You can find them. So I have 5 there, don't I? So 5. Right. So I know the guys are in cover, so. So I've got 2 crits and 2 hits. So
2 hits are blocked by
blocked, yeah.
the barricade.
Put the two crates.
Crates armed. So my advantage now is stormtroopers have amazing armour.
You've got red dice.
Against lasers. Rock sticks, not so much. One of them's dead though.
Wow. Yay.
Oh, mate.
And that is my turn done.
Right, so my last activation is a random. It's obviously the troops. And I'm going to move him to there. And then I'm going to move him to there. How many troops from that? One of these guys doesn't belong here. Because they were deployed that close together. Right, you're dead. You're there.
He's got out.
I was like, there's not enough troops in that unit. What's going on? Right.
That guy's going, but I didn't get shot at.
You did.
Didn't? Right.
Right.
Is that you?
That's me.
Right, so I've still lots of things to go.
Yeah, so you're just going to move.
Yeah,
What
so
ship?
I've got my walker, one of my walkers can move.
It really doesn't matter because it's all you know.
Yeah,
So.
This walker is going to move to there. And he's going to have a pot shot at the... Make sure it can. 2 to 4.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
it.
So it's going to have a shot at those guys behind the barricade. So we have 1 red dice and 2 black dice. Nothing. Alright.
1 red dice.
Yeah.
So it hits off the barricade. Yep.
Let's see what happens next. And the other walker's going to go. What was there? So he's going to come this way, I think. This way. To there. That's him gone. And then the last one is my troops, last of my troops, which are these guys. And they're just going to charge forward, surge forward to here.
I forgot. These guys have got 2 suppression tokens on them. You can shot them twice, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So,
just for reference, guys, suppression tokens, if you get shot at, you take one. Unless you're a vehicle, they don't take them. So that's why, that's one of the reasons why.
we didn't put any on there.
We didn't put any on that, but they should take them 2. So they're on that way.
Okay, that's my turn done.
Okay, is that everything?
That's everything.
So that is the end of turn 1. The next case of, at the end of the turn, everyone who has a suppression token or tokens removes 1 of them. And then we retrieve these tokens from our units. Like so. Discard any of these which are permanent.
Mine's going back in
Not
my hand.
permanently. Yeah, standard orders back into your hand. Right. I'll turn this to turn 2. Shall pass this to Claire. And now we're ready to start turn 2. Okay, well we're back for turn 2. Right, so I have chosen my card.
I've chosen my card.
Push.
Push.
Ah, snap the ruse. Right, so now you've got the token.
Yeah.
So now you roll dice. If you roll a blank, I go first. If you roll anything else, you go first.
Blank, you go first. Oh dear, not what I wanted.
Right, so with push we can allocate 2 tokens there and there. I was hoping that would indicate what you're going to do first.
Yeah.
Right, because I both want to shoot Wedge in the face and get my bikes out of danger. Well, because my bikes constantly die anyway. And because I don't mind like standing out in the open a bit longer, I'm going to shoot Wedge in the face.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate the ATST. I'm taking an aim action. So for the first time in the game, someone's took an aim action.
That is.
So we put an aim token next to the ATST. You don't often have aim tokens on for very long, but when we get general Vias and stuff, when he allocates aim tokens before another unit moves, that'll be when you really need to use aim tokens. Because I'm going to use this immediately. So just to show you, that's an aim token. So I'm going to fire my main weapon straight into Wedge's face. Okay, so we have a hit, we have a hit, we have a crit. We have a surge, and we have 2 blanks. The surge does nothing, and we have 3 dice. So, first off, Wedge is a cover save. Right? So, hang on.
He's got cover 1.
So, just keep that in mind. Because it does have an effect. Because the order you actually do an attack in is declare defenders, form an attack pool, which we've done, and declare additional defenders if there are any, roll the dice, which we did, and then apply dodge and cover. So as the roll the attack dice, we now do the re-roll part of it. So we use the aim token up, and the aim token will allow me to re-roll 2 dice. Unless you've got precise, in which case you can roll an extra dice. So I'm just going to move that surge out of the way. I'm going to re-roll these 2. Blanks. There we go. 3 and 3. Now we apply the cover damage. Cover saves. Cover saves come off at this point, which is important because cover saves ignore normal hits, so that's gone. And then we apply the rules from the weapons, which is basically any hits can be turned into crits. I have impact 3, so potentially if we'd done that in the wrong order I would have got an extra hit in. It's just worth bearing that in mind, the order in which things are done. So you apply all the cover dice first and remove any hits that you've taken off for the cover. Then you modify your attack dice. Then you roll defense dice and then you modify the defense dice. Then you compare the results. There you go.
Can I roll that one again because it's kinked?
Yeah. Rebel
1.
cheating there. Do you see that, everyone? Rebel cheating.
He didn't.
Cheaty rebels.
That's 1 hit.
Cheaty rebels.
Leave him alone. He's just stood there.
Right, okay. So I'm going to fire the cannon on the side into his face as well. And it's only 3 dice this time. And it comes with an impact 1. So again, cover save, impact 1, 1 hit.
Which is the surge.
And the surge.
Surge
Let me guess.
goes into a
defensive
defense.
save.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Now your big guns have gone.
That wasn't really... Was 1 hit?
I was really expecting
The Empire's
more.
not brought it today, I don't think.
Well, we don't know yet.
Side 1, you're letting me down.
Right, I'm going to have to move this guy, so I'm going to fly. Can you fly?
Do that.
Can you not fly that way?
Yeah, because that's the one exception, you can't move vehicles out of the way.
Right.
So technically you will crash.
So I'd have to...
You can move troops out of the way when you move, but
So
you
I'd have
can't
to go
move
that way,
vehicles.
wouldn't I? Like that.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
To get out of the way.
You'd be on top of the building basically.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because you can fly over it.
Yeah, and then be on top of the building and then shoot backwards perhaps?
Yeah, because you've got Arsenal too.
Yeah.
Arsenal 2.
Arsenal 2, yeah. So that's my compulsory move.
That's because I don't want to damage miniatures. We're going to say it's the.
Yeah. So that's my compulsory move.
Yeah.
I've got another move to make yet.
If you want, we can just aim and shoot. It depends on what you're doing.
Oh, I could do, couldn't I? Yeah, aim and shoot. So he's going to shoot the ATST with the buzz.
Brown buzzer.
Yeah.
And take it to a 5 forward against.
Those trees
These guys?
there. Yeah.
Right.
So we'll do the ground buzzer first, thank you.
So the ground buzzer shoots backwards into the ATST.
And we have 2 hits and a surge. Surge doesn't do anything, but I aimed though, didn't I? Did I say I was going to aim?
Yes, you did.
Did.
But you can use it on either your weapons, the aim token.
Right. Yeah, I'll use the aim token on the front one.
Do you have any impact shots with the ground buzzer?
Just have a look. No. So nothing's done there.
Yeah, I'd leave your aim for these guys.
Yeah. Nothing doing there.
So you're shooting at them from this angle.
Yep.
So he's not in cover. These guys are, and he's not. So most of the units in cover. Arguably. So you've got 2 surges.
And surges don't do anything.
You got 3 hits and 3 misses. But you do have an aim token, so you can use that to reroll 1 black and does 2 dice, yeah.
So I've got another hit.
So 2 hits after the barricade's taken off. And the Stormtrooper armour for some reason is able to deflect cannon shots from Wedge.
That was impact 3 though, it had impact 3, didn't it?
Yeah, but they're not vehicles.
Oh right, okay.
Impact only has an effect against vehicles. It doesn't have an effect against cover or... Which I think it might do, because it's the same sort of thing as blasting through something.
Yeah.
But no, impact doesn't affect cover.
Right. Oh, that was disappointing. I was
Yeah, for
hoping
you.
for more.
I need a suppression marker for them. Okay, let's move my bikes. I didn't put the other thing on them for nothing. So yeah, literally, that's the compulsory move. Yep.
Okay.
So, a second move is to turn at a 90-degree angle. And so I can shoot the rebels right in front of me with the main cannon. I can shoot the rebels next to me with the hand blasters, which is something I only discovered in the last game, that the hand blasters, even though this right in front of me, are pretty damn good. Better than the Stormtroopers. Or I can shoot the AT-RT in the back. That one I mean. Because they won't block line of sight or anything. I can attack your rebels. I'm going to shoot the rebels.
Which one?
Right in front of them.
Right, okay.
So that's 2 guys shooting. They get 1 of each coloured dice each. Coming in with impact 1 does no effect on this. So just whatever they roll. And because they're coming in from the side, the cover doesn't take up any effect. Come on, dice. That's a blank, that's a blank, that's a blank, that's a blank. 2 hits. Oh, pathetic. That's 1.
One
You get
save.
defensive surges, don't you?
Please, Tom.
And then take a suppression mark.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out where they came from. That's supposed to mark. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get Luke out of dodge.
Activating Luke. Where's he going?
I think he's going to come back actually.
Okay.
Well, he could go forward. Trouble is I don't want to lose him and go too far away from my guys.
Do you really think Stormtroopers are going to be able to shoot Luke?
Yes.
At any point in any of the films, did Luke ever get shot by Starship? Oh, no. Well, fair enough.
I'm going to go to that.
So the advantage of that is bringing back to the centre of your army.
Yeah.
And one thing we haven't really discussed is command ranges, which is not as good as time as any, really. Command range for your general is 3, unless you have some card that makes it better. While you're in the command range of your general, you can use their, is it leadership? Not leadership, what's the word I'm looking for?
Initiative. Not initiative.
No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Come on.
Panic level?
Panic level. You can use the enemy's...
What's it called?
Well,
It's gone out of my head, it's just come
got out of my head now. Everyone's screaming at the camera, it's us! I know. You know what I mean. What is it? Wound threshold defense. That's not what I wanted. Anyway. The word we were searching for was courage. Courage value. So, Luke's courage value is 3.
Yes.
Normal rebel trooper's courage value is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Vader's courage value is infinite. The normal stormtrooper's courage value is 1. Okay. So, when they activate, like these guys for instance have got 2 suppression tokens on them. If they have an equal amount of suppression tokens to their courage, they'll be suppressed. And basically they can only do 1 less action than they would normally do. They do get a chance to rally before they activate them. And if they rally, they can remove some of the tokens. Depends on what they roll. If the suppression tokens are double the courage value or higher, they're panicked. And what we panicked. I think they can only retreat them. We'll have to have a look at that. It's never happened before.
Not yet.
It might happen soon though. Because if they don't move one of these and Vader doesn't move any closer to them, then they're not going to be able to use his courage and have to use their own, so they'll become panicked.
Right.
It's something I need to bear in mind. Whereas these guys are like more scared of Vader than anything else, so their courage is infinite. It's not really a courage value, it's more of a fear value. More of a, we're too scared not to do it. Right.
So that was my turn, so it's your turn to go now.
After that little diversion. And Luke's running out of the firing range. Do I activate these guys now? See, I don't like that land speeder for a start. I don't like him faffing around. I just don't feel like... He actually blocked me from moving up there. I'm going to take aim with these troops. I think if I need to pull a random out. What am I doing? Because I could pull Vader out.
You got troops.
Got troops. Right, so I'm going to activate these guys. Aim and shoot straight up at Wedge. We don't like Wedge. So stormtroopers use crappy white dice. But because they've aimed, they do also have precise, which is odd. To say the least. The DLT blaster uses red dice, which is cool, and it does have impact. Just straight up underneath the one speeder. Whoa, let's see that. 2 crits straight from the stormtroopers. Normal hit. And nothing there. So using aim, they'll be able to reroll 2 dice. Because they've got precise, they can reroll 3. So I'm going to move those 2 out of the way because they're gone. These 3 are going to get re-rolled. I'm re-rolling the hit because of your cover save would ignore it anyway. So I need to try and do better. And I didn't do any better. So literally I've got exactly what I had before. And as we said, cover save ignores that. So that was as good as a blank dice anyway. Got 2 crits from this normal stormtrooper. After me mocking them as well.
2 white dice.
Be like, you're going to mock us? We're going to damage him for you. Oh, see how good we are. Right, there we go.
3 hits.
So how many hits does the speeder have?
A 7.
7.
But on 5 it will be damaged.
Yeah, so vehicles don't have a courage value, but what they do have is like a damage value. Once it goes above the damage value, you have to roll a dice and see what extra damage has been done. It's 8 on that thing, I think. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's you.
Me. Right, so I'm going to go for a random. So I've got a walker. So, let's see. I don't know what I was doing with that walker, to be fair. So he was kind of like off on his own. I did have a plan for him, but now that's changed. So I'm going to turn him round. I'm going to shoot at the bikes, I think.
Oh, the bikes, of course.
So he's going to turn around.
So he's pivoting.
Yeah, and shooting at the bikes. Okay, so on further inspection I can't actually shoot the bikes because I can only pivot 90 degrees. So, because I've gone all the way around.
Yeah, so you can pivot and pivot.
Pivot.
Which is what you've done.
Yeah.
But that's your full movement.
That's my full movement.
Okay.
Did you?
So, hopefully get some more troops. Vader. Okay. You want to activate Vader. Okay. Do I move him closer this way so these guys don't run off? I'm marching forward because he's slow. Because by moving him back, I'm definitely not going to get him into the end zone. Screw those stormtroopers. We're going to move. The question now is, what's his range? Do I throw my lightsaber into the back of the ship? Do I throw my lightsaber at them? Do I throw my lightsaber at them? Oh, tempting.
You could wipe out that little squad.
Skywalkers.
There's only 3 of them.
So I don't want to get too close to Luke because he's very quick and he can be on you very quick. I'd like to be ready and know when he's coming for me so I can play some nifty cards. So I'm going to throw my lightsaber. I'm going to throw my lightsaber at... see. Yeah, I'm going to throw my lightsaber at these. You still get your cover saver, that's the thing. PS doesn't ignore cover. So I'm going to throw at these guys. Next to Luke. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. 2 hits. 2 dead. Don't even
2 dead.
roll.
Oh no.
It's got PS3, so basically PS ignores armour completely, so you don't get any saves.
Forgot about that.
So they will take expression token off Vader. Boom. But he has activated. And before I finish his activation, I'm going to be using Force Reflexes for free and give him a dodge token.
Jeez, that one there, that's a dodge token.
So actually, while we're doing that, Force Reflexes, it is a card you exhaust, so much like Magic the Gathering, you exhaust it by turning it to its side. And then you would normally have to take a recovery move to get them back. However, Vader has Master of the Force and he can recover for free at the end of the turn up to Master of the Force one of his cards. So I've only got one card that has that on anyway. So at the end of his turn he'll be able to recover that for free. So basically each turn, and this is a free action, that's what that little symbol means there, free action. Every turn he can basically get a dodge for free and he never has to try and recover it. Luke, I think you took the same with Luke, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Does he have master? He doesn't have master.
He doesn't, no.
So if you want to use it, he could use it, but then he'd have to try and recover it the turn after.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. So. Right. Okay. So I'm losing rebels right, left and centre here.
That's the good thing about this game. No game we've played has gone out exactly
it's gone the same now.
Even though we started using the same sort of models, this time in the last game we played, you'd wiped out 2 units of Stormtroopers by now.
I know, yeah.
With Wedge. Sorry, go on.
I'm going to use my troops on that one. before I get completely wiped out, I'm going to try and hit the ATST.
So you're firing rebels at the ATST?
Yeah.
So they've got an ion gun. So you need...
So I'm going to tap the ion gun, because I'm using it. So I need 2 red dice, and then 2 black dice. So
those are the ion guns, but you'll shoot everything at the ATST. Another thing...
I'm going to aim as well, actually.
That we mostly forget is the fact that you can split fire between different weapons. So if you wanted, not that you would, but if you wanted to, you could shoot these guys at Vader and shoot the iron gun at the ATST.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot
You could do that. That's just saying that you can do it. Okay, so we have a crit, a hit, a blank. Did they take aim as well?
They did, yeah.
And a hit. So obviously the hit and that do nothing. Does it have impact?
No. Yeah, yes, it does actually, yeah. Sorry, I should read the card.
Yeah.
Yes, impact 1.
Right, so there's no cover saves for the ATST, so that's going to become impact anyway. So you just re-roll those two. See you again, you want to crit.
No.
No. Right, so 2 hits. Now you see if they wound. It's only white dice. I do have a defensive surge, so let's see if the dark side forces with me today. Whoa! Oh. It is.
What you do get iron tape.
You didn't take a wound though. Is it? Right, so just read the thing for ion.
Oh yeah, when a vehicle's wounded.
Yeah. If you wounded me, we would take an ion token. The dark side is with me.
Yeah.
Because actually, that was like rolling 2 6s.
It was, yeah.
That was the equivalent of rolling 2 6s.
Yeah. Right. Your turn.
Random in it. It's going to be troops now anyway. They're still out of range. Do I activate them as well? I'm going to activate these guys. They're here. And I'm going to shoot up at wedge again and see if we can replicate the amazing stormtrooper shooting. We shall see. I doubt it. They're going to take aim and they're going to shoot. Well, one of them did get a crit anyway. Oh, surge. So surges become hits for stormtroopers, I believe. Yes, they do. So that's a hit, and that's a hit. Okay, those two have missed, they can go away. We have this, this and this. And then we take one off for cover, doesn't matter which one. And then the DLT blaster has impact. There we go. But because we're shooting against armour, those two go away. That leaves with 2 critical hits. And 2 hits.
So I've hit my 5, so now I'm going to have to roll the red dice to see what happens. 2. It's a blank.
The result is blank. The minion is disabled and gains a disabled token. The unit disabled cannot reverse and must spend 2 actions to perform a single move. Not really a big issue. It still gets his compulsory move anyway. So
yeah.
His damaged engines.
Yeah. Right.
That's some solid shooting from the stormtroopers.
Yeah, you've been really good this time. So, troops again.
Proud of my 14th Legion.
So these troops, they're going to scramble up and have a pot shot at the ATST.
Are you actually moving up on the building?
Yeah.
Or are you going to take aim and shoot?
I can't see it where I am because I'm round the corner, aren't I?
Okay.
Unless I move out and shoot. Because I'm literally round the corner.
Yeah, it's from the leader, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're measuring into attack, you measure from your leader, so you're quite right, you don't measure from him. You are correct.
So I'd have to move out then shoot.
Yes.
But if I stay there I'm going to lose them anyway. Because I've got a lot of firepower coming in.
There's an ATST and a Sith Lord in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you move them up on the building...
It's not going to make any difference even if I move them up on the building, really. Because I don't get anything for height.
No. It just brings you closer, maybe, to your objective. Because you've got to get over here, and I'm going to get over there.
Yeah.
We're in each other's way, that's...
Yeah, I'm going to get wiped.
At this rate, it's going to be a draw, because no one's going to get anywhere.
No. Unless I just blow that and come this way and shoot at those dudes.
It's up to you. Don't forget the pair of dodge tokens.
I'll put a dodge on them. Because I think if I put a dodge on them, you get a dodge back. I think. So I put a dodge on them, and I think I might come back this way. To be quite honest, rather than trying to shoot anything, because I'm just getting owned. This way a little bit. Dodge token there.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, we've got one unit left. Which of these guys? So, they need to try and rally first. So you roll a white dice for each one of the surge tokens that you've got. If you roll anything, if you roll blank, they stay. If you roll anything else, they go. Dark side is with me. Definitely. They're going to take aim and fire at Wedge. Since that seems to be a successful tactic so far. So I've only got 4 guys left and the 2 from the DLT blaster. That one, that's a miss, that's a miss. That surge becomes a hit, that's a miss. Okay, so we lose 1 for the cover save, and then 1 becomes a crit from the impact hit. That's 2 saves. 2 hits. Boom. That didn't happen last game.
No, it's been a bit naff this time, that. It's not been very good. Bummer.
Yeah,
That's completely gimped me.
No, every game that's been in it's done a lot, which is why I'm terrified of it and concentrating my fire.
It looks like I'm just... Never played this game before. The way I'm playing it, I'm absolutely shocked at myself. I've played shockingly this time. Right, yeah. I got troops again.
Troops.
Troops. I think the duos are going to turn around and shoot that.
Shoot the bikes, aim and fire.
Aim and fire. I've got to do something.
Right, this is 5 black dice.
I don't think surges do anything because it's only defensive surges I get.
Did you aim?
I did, yeah.
So you can reroll 2 dice. Oh, you've got tags and things you can roll.
Oh, I've got precise, haven't I?
Yeah, sights. So that's 4 hits. So we remove 1 for cover, so it's 3. Because they count as having the cover, because they're fast. Oh. So defensive surge saves 1 hit, 2 hits have gone through, blowing up a biker and wounding the leader.
Yay, I've done something. Right, see what we get next. Another troops. So that's those guys. So I'm going to have to roll to see if I can get rid of that.
Yep, it's first job. Yep, it's gone.
Come. So they're going to turn and shoot as well.
Yep.
So I've only got 4. I think that's...
Did you roll for them when you moved them?
No, I didn't think I did I?
Just roll for that, see if he disappears. Oop.
No.
Sorry, I hit that. You roll again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Nice.
I wonder where that come from because you moved them and everything.
Yeah,
I was like,
so they'll turn in shoot.
you've still been able to because they're in the range of the loop.
So that's what we've shot.
Who they shoot at the bike?
Bike,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ouch. That's 3. Yeah, he's gone. Boom.
Yeah. Right, so I've only got a walker left, which is this dude here. So he's going to shoot at the...
Aiming and shooting?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in definite range. Okay,
one hit.
So that's definitely through. Those two would get stopped by the barrier, but you've got an aim on that, so you can re-roll 2.
Again, it's the same result.
So let's see if Stormtrooper will save him.
Yeah.
It does.
Right.
I think the Emperor's watching over this.
I think he is.
Giving everybody saves.
Yeah.
The Emperor saves. Right.
Oh, that's been devastating for me.
So yes, that's been a bit of a turnaround, especially on previous games. The Stormtroopers are holding out quite well. The bite's dead, that's not unusual. The ATSD's underperformed so far. Vader's done little yet, but we shall see. Right, as we move on to turn 3, I need to get rid of the push card. And we shall start turn 3. Okay, I've chosen. You've chosen. It's an idol for me already. I know that. But standing orders.
My ally is a force.
My ally is a force. Okay. So let's choose one unit that I can activate.
Choose 2.
So everything else becomes random. I also am going last in this turn as well. Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm going to activate the troops over there. And try and use the ion cannon again. Oh, actually I have to. First action then is to recover.
Recover the. Yeah.
Do it so I can use
These guys.
Yeah. And then just shoot.
At the
ATST.
Okay.
2 black dice.
Okay. Hit.
It's got impact 1.
So that becomes a hit.
The surge doesn't do anything, so.
Okay. That's a wound. So this time the ion does take effect.
I'll try and get an ion token.
So it's been hit and it's been ioned.
Yeah, I can't get one. No, hang on.
Need more ion tokens. So that simply means that the vehicle will lose 1 action when it activates, then it removes the ion token.
Right, so that's him done. Right, your turn.
Activating Lord Vader. Move into that. Going into that. And I need an ion. Not ion. I need the dodge token on it, please.
There you go.
Thank you. Good shot. It is you.
Right, so I'm going to activate a random, which is a walker. So the walker is going to turn and shoot Vader.
That one?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if it'll do much. Probably won't do. See what happens.
Yeah.
I'll probably miss.
So 1 hit.
1 hit.
Does the surge do anything?
I'm just going to check. Yes, the surge goes into a crit.
Okay. So I can use my dodge token to do something nasty, or I can keep all of it for now. I'm going to keep all of it for now. So 1 definite 2 hits because Surge does nothing. It's 2 wounds on Vader.
Wow.
Sorry?
Wow. I thought it was going to deflect him back or something because I know he can, can't he?
Yeah, but I'll use the dodge token up. I thought my armour could take off one of them. There's a lot of shots going to be coming at him, I think, where I've put him.
Yeah.
Okay, randomly. And we have a trooper, stormtrooper. Okay, I've got to move. Do I move these guys up? I'll move these guys round, I think. So these go into that. Be brave, man, be brave. Lord Vader's moving forward. Do the same. Okay.
Do a random.
Yep.
Choose troops. So I'm going to put it on those troops there.
That's
I'm
it.
going to activate. Yeah, just fire everything that I've got. So. So how many white dice? 6 or 6 white dice. And 2 black dice for the other dudes. Surges don't do anything.
The bear first, didn't you say?
I didn't say no.
You do get 2 actions. I'll accept that you could have aimed if you wish.
No, I'll shoot again afterwards.
You can only shoot once.
All right. Oh, I didn't aim, so that's my fault.
No, I'll accept that you could have aimed.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want. So they have targeting scopes.
No, they don't. Those guys don't. So it's just 2 dice, isn't it?
Those 2.
Those 2. Put them back. Still nothing.
So 3 hits.
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, Surge. That's a dead, a save, and no defensive surge. It's 2 dead troopers.
And you want to
Special token, please.
So I'm done. So, 2 here.
Okay, these guys are going to... Oh, I
Yeah.
need to pull a token, don't I? Yeah.
So it's those guys anyway.
I'm assuming I'm getting...
It could
It could
well
have been the
been
ATS. You're
yeah.
right. I keep forgetting. I'm assuming it's going to be troops anyway. So these guys are going to take aim and shoot at those rebels.
Mhm.
They've just shot at them. Yes, they can seem just.
Mhm.
So I'm just put the chat on. Yeah, they're in range 3. Okay. So that becomes a hit. Those 2 have missed, so that's 4.
Cool. All those white dice there. No.
There's only 3 of them?
Yeah.
Ah.
Right.
Okay.
So, got another troops. Those guys are going to have a shot at Vader.
Lord Vader.
Lord Vader. Or should they shoot the stormtroops? Stormtroops, I think.
Soldiers.
Yeah.
Soldiers.
Yeah, they've got to do something. If I shoot against Vader, he'll just direct it back in the face, kind of thing, probably. So he's mean like that.
Yes. You're right. So 4 black dice, is it?
4 black dice, get these dice out of the way.
1.
Didn't say whether I was aiming, did I?
Yes, you did. Yeah. Do you have scopes?
No, they don't. It's only the Duros that's got scopes.
So 3.
3.
2 more dead. And another suppression token, please. They're quite happy behind the building, it's going to come out. Okay, so troops or troops. Yeah, that's right. They're moving out. Yeah, anyway. Second action, they're going to shoot the iron.
Okay.
So they won't be able to aim, unfortunately. I'm going to shoot everything against them. Not bad. So the barricade will stop 2.
Mhm.
And then it's 2 hits and a crit.
Right.
3.
3.
3. So stormtroopers can't shoot.
Got my other walker, so that's this one here.
Okay.
Just going to shoot at those 2 guys.
Yeah.
So it's aiming.
Aiming and shooting.
Aiming and shooting.
That's 2 hits, definitely.
Oh, I'll let one on camera because I think it's so that's a surge.
Which becomes a crit, doesn't it?
Comes a crit.
It's a
Yep.
3. So you need to aim. Yeah, it's 2 dead. It's like you know wiped out. I'll teach you from sticking me head out, won't it?
You've got one more thing to go, haven't you?
Yes, big guy.
Yay!
That's what's left.
There's big guy shooting it.
Well, would it be rude to shoot Luke at this point?
Yes. Can you not just shoot at the building?
Could do.
There's rebels in that building.
I will shoot at him simply because he wounded my Lord of the Darkness. It's like really weird.
I'm saying nothing.
Right. So main cannon. Well, actually, fair, I can shoot different, but main cannon against the ATSTRTZTZY.
ATRT.
1, 2, 4. Whoa.
Way.
So 1. Surges don't do anything, do they? No. 1. Because its armour ignores that.
Right. So just 1 dice?
Yep.
No, you've caused a wound on it.
And its side gun does nothing. I'm going to get rid of the ion token though. Where's that going?
That one. Right. So I have one lot of troops left, which is my Duros guys. So do I want to have a go at those stormtroops over there, or do I want to shoot Vader? Again, if I shoot Vader, I'm going to get pummeled back, and I need my guys now more than ever to defend. Are they within line of those guys?
Duros.
Yeah.
Shooting this way.
Yeah.
Yes, in line 9 in range.
Yeah. So they're going to shoot that way.
Aim and shoot.
Aim and shoot.
You've got targeters on them as well.
Yeah, precise.
5 of them.
Yeah.
Yep. So surges.
Don't do anything.
So 1 hit. You get 3 rerolls. That's okay. So the barricades will block the 2 hits. Oh, it's worth a shot. Go pick some up. No, it's just Master Skywalker.
Master Skywalker, what's he going to do? Does he go running in against Vader? Or does he shoot?
Vader's wounded. He's got 6 wounds left. Potentially you can cause 6 wounds on him.
Oh, let's give it a go.
It can only go horribly wrong.
It can. I've got force reflexes as well, so... And that's a free move, isn't it? But it's not going to do anything, is it?
Well, I've gone with everybody now, so
Yeah.
it doesn't help you at the moment.
No. Right. So he's going to charge. He's going to go in.
Yeah.
He's going to do it. Excuse me, Yoda. What's he doing here? I'm going to get to there.
Well, you can move to there and you could charge in.
Charge him.
Yeah.
Can I take him with me? He's coming with me.
I don't know what you're on about.
Well, he's followed anyway, I don't know.
What are you talking about then?
Some dude that's turned up on the board.
Hey? Don't know what you're on about. What are you doing? Crazy person.
Only you can't see him. That was fucking awful.
2.
2.
So, lightsabers do PS, but both Luke and Vader are immune to that as well. So just know why we did take a hit.
That was awful.
I didn't use my dodge token either. Oh well. Forgot about that. My bad. That's the end of the round, isn't it? Okay. So everyone's gone again. So we shall move on to round 4. We should tidy up. I'll be back in 1 moment. Okay. So we're ready?
Yep.
So Skywalker, and no surprise though, the 2 cards we normally play.
Yep. Oh, sorry, that's...
Oh, cheat!
I didn't realise that was there, sorry.
See that, everyone? After Luke performs his first attack, he can perform 1 additional attack. And at the end of Vader's first activation, he must for 1 wound shuffle his order token into the order pool.
See who goes first?
You?
Me?
Yeah. That could be the decider for this game, or that.
So you can see who's going to go first.
Yep. The only person that you're allowed to put on it on.
Yeah.
Snapperoo.
He's been held by the guy that you can't see clearly.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on about again.
He's been moving around the board.
I don't know what you're on about. I think you're a crazy person. Right, cool.
Right. So he's going to attack. Hopefully I'll roll better than I did last time.
So wait, before you roll, are you aiming first?
Yes, aim.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, aim first.
Yeah, because you can aim in close combat.
Right.
Does that come...
Surge becomes a crit.
Crit. Okay. And you can reroll 2. Yeah. 2 crits, 2 hits. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Save, wound.
So how many wounds?
2. 5.
So take one of them off, put 3 on.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he's
So what's going to Skywalker? It means you make another attack straight away.
He may perform 1 additional attack.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one will be without
Without
aim.
use your aim token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this could be it.
That was a good roll. Better than I have been rolling.
Well, 5.
What's
So I
that?
take 3 wounds, I'm dead. Yep, 4. You killed Lord Vader.
Surge's not count. No. No?
Does not have any defensive surges.
Wow.
You said, oh, you're upset.
I am upset, to be quite honest, because...
Oh yeah, the way you've been gunning after it, you're absolutely beside yourself. That's awesome.
So you'll want a commander token, won't you, to designate a new commander?
Yeah.
So this is the commander token.
Yeah, so when you lose your leader, at the end of the turn, I'll need one of those, promote somebody to a leader. Right, we're turning on 4.
4, yeah.
That's the end of my hopes for winning anyway. I also have to take out any, well remember, I should take out the other Darth Vader cards. So it only leaves me with my standard cards. Unfortunately I've used most of them to this point. Ugh. Okay, let's see what we get. Troops.
Troops.
Right, so these guys are aiming and shooting at Skywalker.
Okay.
Okay. So surge become hits. Can we roll 3? That's 4 saves.
Okay. And it gets red dice as opposed to white. Surge doesn't get anything, so 4 hits.
4 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Go Stormtroopers!
Yeah, well done. Right, so Walker. So that Walker's going to have a shot at those stormtroopers.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's going to aim for his first action and then shoot. So,
Surge is a crit.
yep.
Yep. And you're aiming to re-roll that.
3 crits.
3. 2 dead. ATST. Still take aim and shoot at Luke. No surprises there, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I'll keep my aim token for my next gun. That's 5 saves. Oh.
Surge does nothing, so 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
And he's only got 6, so yeah.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Nice shooting ATST. Payback. And so I'm going to shoot my other gun at the walker. And I'll use my aim token on those 3 dice. No, I'll actually roll the right 3 dice this time. My bad. Impact 1, I think. So 1 save.
1 save.
Yep.
Right. Nope, hit it.
Okay. Did you?
Tis me. So, Walker.
Do that one.
Yeah. Let's have a go at those stormtroopers. Just going to aim and shoot.
So the barricade will block that, but you can re-roll it if you wish to aim.
Yeah. So,
So 2. 1 one's dead. Suppression token.
Did those guys get a suppression token?
No, can't have one for them.
Yep.
So yeah, it's me in it.
Yeah.
So the last unit's done. So rally. Yep. So they're going to aim and shoot at the walker.
Mhm.
And that becomes an impact, and these three are getting re-rolled from the aim token. So that does nothing. 2 saves.
2 saves.
Is it white dice?
White dice, yeah.
Surges.
Surges.
2 surges.
But don't have to do anything.
So 2 damage.
2 damage. Right. So my troops. Can they see those guys there? Just.
Your leader can see. Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot then.
Right, then suppression though, so they kind of have 1 cover, just so you know.
Right.
For each suppression token, they'll get 1 cover, up to 2.
Right. So they've just got box standard guns, these guys.
Yep. Have you got any target in sight or anything?
No.
No.
What I should have aimed.
God, it's friendly.
Keep forgetting.
It's a friendly.
Aim.
Surge?
Surges.
Got 2 surges though, didn't you?
Yeah, they don't do anything, so.
So the suppression token gets rid of 1,
So
and the arm saves the other.
okay. That's undone. And then the last token is my Duros guys.
Gang.
They're gonna have a pop at the guys over there.
These guys?
Yeah. I'm trying anyway. I should have aimed.
It's fine. I assumed you were aiming. Go for it.
Okay.
It's 2 through, 2 narrowed by. Is that right?
3, yeah.
I ignored by thingy, so 2 more dead. Suppression token for them again. Okay.
That's the turn.
Yes, that was vicious that turn.
It was.
It was. Right. It's turn 5.
Mhm.
So I've literally only got 2 cards left I can use because I had to get rid of all the Darth Vader cards. Conversely, this guy's my new general. Hello, General.
He's a manu.
The Duros have taken command.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's see what happens. Standing orders.
Assault.
Assault. So you'll be going first. And I should make that the 1 unit I choose. I mean, these are all troops. Okay. So you're going first.
Right. That walker over there.
No, yep.
He's going to aim at the last of the stormtroops.
These guys. Yep.
Yeah. So he's going to aim and
fire.
fire.
So 2 hits.
Surge becomes a crit.
So 3 crits. One dead. And suppression 2 hits.
So that's me gone.
Yep. Troopers, we activate them. Roll for the suppression token. Which stays on, which means they only get 1 go. So they're going to shoot at those troops behind the barricade.
Okay.
Shot them. Hope for some crits now. 1. Okay, so that's 1 save.
No.
Failed. Did you?
Right. They're going to shoot at the last three.
Yep.
So 3 of them there.
I think it's taking aim and shooting.
Yeah, taking aim and shooting.
1 surge.
Nothing.
So re-roll. Have they got targeting scopes?
No.
It's 2 dice.
Well, nothing. Absolutely
Hitting
nothing.
the building.
Yeah. Right, your turn.
I'm going to take aim and shoot at the Walker, I think. By taking a random, obviously, which I already know about. That's be 1 hit, 1 turns into an impact. Oops, get off. And the reroll. Nothing.
Right. So
1 save, 1 fail.
So just 3 we've got on there. So that's now going to return fire.
Yep, back at them.
Back at them. So it's aiming and firing.
Yep, so you could reroll both of those because the barricade still just 1.
Goes fresh.
Yeah. Okay. That just leaves
ATST.
ATST. It's going to take aim and start by shooting at that walker there.
Okay.
Okay. I shall. Does it get cover from the barricade?
It will do, yeah.
Technically, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll take aim. So 5 hits from the main cannon. 2 of which are ignored by the barricade, and 3 become impact hits from the main gun. So that's 3 saves.
3 saves. He's got armour though. While defending, cancel all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've done that.
Yeah.
Right. Still 3.
Defensive surge.
Surge, nothing. So 3 wounds. So I need to roll for what's wrong with it.
I'll find me the gun today as well.
Alright.
See if I
you
can
can
knock
blow.
another couple of wounds off. So cover will ignore that, so just 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll roll for damage.
Oh, hang on. No, you're blowing it up.
I don't got 6 wounds.
Yeah. So that one's gone.
Alright.
Yeah.
I thought it's 7.
No, 6. Right. So it's just my duos, guys, to go.
Yep.
So they're going to try and shoot at the Lone
This
Ranger.
guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
That guy. Let's see what they can do. We're going to aim.
Yeah, it's fine.
But they've got precise as well.
So I can roll 3 dice. 2 hits.
Both saved. Yeah, tough sod that one.
He's still low.
Yeah.
Is that on the suppression token?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I might not be able to remember.
You shot at those dudes, didn't you?
Yes.
I need a suppression token as well.
I was saying that. Is that you got anything else to go?
No.
Right, so they're going
to come off anyway, aren't
yeah.
they?
Everyone loses 1. End of the turn. That was a quick turn.
It was.
Could have got a lot less stuff. Right.
Yes.
So, last turn of the game. I think this will be a draw because no one can reach the triple landing zones now. But we'll play it out and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Ambush.
Ambush.
Ambush. Roll dice.
Blank, you go first. Just want my one.
Oh yeah, of course. Ambush, right.
Oh, I can choose one unit, can't I? So, choose that unit.
I'll choose the ATST. I don't see any point in holding back now with that, to be honest. So I'll just go with ATST. I shall shoot at them.
Okay.
Two guys. So aiming and shooting. That's 5 hits. So leave the aim token for now. So 2 are ignored by the defences and 3 saves.
That goes into a defense dice, so yep. 1.
And then the side gun. I should fire the... Yeah, I'm going to fire the... You almost don't have range, I don't think. It's when range is it. Yeah, I'll put the side gun. These grenade launchers are stupidly low ranged. So hit, hit. Take a reroll. I'm going to reroll that one as well. So one save. The other 2 are blocked by the...
Saved.
Surprised. Is your turn?
Right. The walker is going to shoot at Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to aim and shoot. 2 black and a red. Please. So 1 crit.
So you could use your aim to reroll those 2.
Yeah.
2 crits.
2 crits.
Dark side.
Well done.
Surprisingly.
Your turn.
Random. These guys are going to shoot those guys as well.
Right.
Aim and shoot. Okay, so that becomes a hit. And use aim to reroll those 2. 2 saves.
2 saves.
No one wants to die now.
No. Right, so I've got troops again. I'm going to use them, shoot at them.
The Duros.
No, these 2.
These 2. Oh, have you already shot Duros?
No, I've still got the Duros to shoot.
Alright. We shot at them before.
Oh, they shot, didn't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Duros, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Duros.
This guy.
Yeah.
See if you can survive.
Are you sure they've gone?
I thought he'd shot at them.
He shot at him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then he shot at them.
I went first.
You went first, so you shot at them.
Yeah.
Then I shot at him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Ben must have shot at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
You're not putting your tokens down correctly.
Yeah.
So those hit, you get 3 rerolls though, so you
Yeah.
can do one of those if you want. Surge doesn't do anything, does it?
No.
It's 2 saves. Stormtrooper armor. No, dead. Okay, that's that. Draw.
Yeah?
After the 4th round, I thought it was going to be a draw, to be honest, because we were too far away, really.
Yeah.
But there we go. Talking about it, have we had a draw before like that? We've
Not
never
like
played
that.
this mission before. Now, on such a small board, it's hard to get to the deployment zones without going straight through your enemy. So, yeah.
I played it terribly in the first half. After losing my land speeder, my air speeder, that was just terrible.
I was fine until I surged forward because I wanted to win. I was sort of spurred on by destroying your air speeder. And then you took out Darth Vader. But there we go. That is Legion in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a big nutshell. Really enjoyed that.
That was good, yeah.
So we'll be playing some more of this.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. And we might put some more on camera. We might do a special one for Star Wars Day.
What's that? May the 4th?
May the 4th. Might do another one for them. But there we go. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon, guys.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.